Welcome to the show, buddy.
How are you guys doing? Let me first tell you guys, I've been watching your show since day one. Pooh Bear, TSG, B-Love, the Chief. Love it. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you, sir. Glad to have you here. Thanks for being on the show, and thanks for being a fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Courtney, I have two things for you. Number one, real quick, your bumper. I love your bumper. I understand I think I got the idea what you're going for there. Like I see your grandkids and stuff, like generational wealth and dream big. Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. It's not about us. It's about our children and our children's children. Okay.
I hear what you're saying, but I think it's a little bit about me, to tell you the truth, too. So
it's always a lot about you.
Leave it to the Chief to be honest.
Right?
Look, I know you got some stuff to talk about, stash apps and 72 rules and blah, blah, blah. You know what I want to know? I want to know if I go to my sock drawer and I dig deep and I find $100 and I give it to you, or you tell me what to do with it. When do I get to retire? When can I go tell my boss I'm out? How do we do that? That's really what it comes down to for me. So,
absolutely. Yeah. Yes. I totally understand. So, the idea is to change those habits that we have with that fun money, and I'll give you a big example. For years, my number one plan was to buy $30 a lotto per week, right? So we're talking $120 a month. I'm telling you guys right now, that's a terrible plan.
No. That's actually my retirement plan.
Sit, go, and the scratch offs.
What do you mean that's a bad plan?
It's a bad plan.
Oh, man. Okay?
So instead of taking your fun money and doing stuff like that, just save it, right? So if you're saving $100 a month, well, that's $1,200 per year. And if you save that for, say, 4 years, you'll have about $5,000. Okay? So you can then take that $5,000, right, and then put it in a vehicle. And a vehicle is just something that gets you from here to there. Okay, so in this case, we're going to use the stock market. We're going to use stocks. Okay, and we're going to teach regular people how to use the stock market, how to use stocks as their bank and do it safely and make a whole lot more money than using their bank. Okay,
got my attention.
That's intriguing.
You got my attention.
If you had $10,000 and you wanted to save it, and you decide, okay, I'm going to put in my savings account. Well, your bank's going to give you less than 1%, 0.10. Mm-hmm. But say your bank was generous because they like you, because they thought you were the best, and they gave you 1%. Well, if you take that 1 and you divide it into 72, according to the rule of 72 or the rule of compounding interest, it's going to take you 72 years to double your $10,000. None of us have 72 years that are sitting here.
Especially
so we need a better
vehicle.
What's that?
Especially not the Chief.
I know. I'm thinking the clock's ticking, man. We got to speed this up. I don't have.
We got to speed this up. All right. So what we need are double-digit returns. We need 10% or better. Because if you're getting a 10% rate of return on your 10 grand, 10 into 72 is 7. So every 7 years, you're going to double that $10,000. Okay. And even better, if you're getting 20% rate of return, you're going to double that money every 3.5, say 4 years. Make the math easy. So 4 into 72, before long, within 3.5 years, you're going to double that 10,000. In another 3.5 years, you'll double that 10,000. Another 3.5 years, you'll double it. By the time you're 65, you'll have over $180,000 at a 20% rate of return. Now you can start thinking about firing your boss, quitting your job, maybe looking at retirement. But what if? Not only that you put $10,000 in, but you continually add that $100 per week for 15 years.
Or now I don't put $10,000 in, and I just put $100 in. I mean, I don't have a $10,000 tree in my backyard,
Right. So you take that $100 and you save it, and you put $100 away, $100 away, $100 away, and it adds up.
Okay.
And this is the way it works. I have a compounded interest calculator here. I'm going to put it in real quick. We're going to put in, say, 20% over 15 years, say you're 42, right? 15 years later.
Yes, let's say I'm 42. I like that.
Yes, you're 42.
Say I'm 42.
15 years later.
Actually, the closest to 42.
Okay. So
once you pass it, you're not closest.
The closest to 42.
So over 15 years, your $10,000 is going to grow to $226,000 at a 20% rate of return. And we're doing that all the time. We can use the Stash app to do it. We can use, instead of putting your money in Bank of America, buy the stock of Bank of America. You get the growth and the interest. Instead of putting your money, into the betting pool, put that money into DraftKings so we can get the interest on it and the growth. So all we're trying to do is teach people to just switch the way they think. Because most people right now, I'm telling you, if they wanted to, they could not come up with $1,000 tomorrow. It's just not.